Hey guys, Coach Santiago here, talking about something that has been frustrating me for well over a decade. I started going to events back in 2003 when showcase events were just starting to hit the mainstream and become more and more norm for baseball and softball players trying to pursue college scholarships. And I remember sitting behind many a backstop and being with other college coaches, 40 or 50 at times, with my stopwatch and my clipboard, and realizing that after every event or during every event I would go to, I didn't talk to anybody. And this is a huge opportunity lost. If you're a high school player looking to play at the next level, you have really missed on a few different opportunities that I want to talk about in this video. Number one, when you go and simply introduce yourself to a coach, you have done something that 98% of the kids that you're competing against for attention at that particular event will never do. They'll never have the self-confidence to go up to a coach and simply introduce themselves. You don't need to carry on a big, long, drawn-out conversation. You don't need to tell him or her your whole life story. Simply go up to them, give them a good, firm handshake. Hey, I'm DJ Santiago, senior at John Marshall High School, and I'm glad to see you today, Coach. I may ask you some questions after the event. Is that okay? I mean, just simply as that. It took me 30 seconds. You made that connection. You gave him a good, firm handshake. Right away before the event even starts or during the event, you can do that. I'm like, okay, I like this kid. You know, he had or she had the ability to communicate to me, which is something that's very, very difficult to get. The second opportunity that's lost if you don't do this is getting data, right? Coach, I have an interest in going to your school or schools that are in your conference. How do I match up with the type of athletes that you're looking to recruit for my graduating class? They're probably going to give you some data. You're too big, you're too small, you're just right. We're interested in you too. Who knows where that conversation could go? But there's going to be data given at the conclusion of that particular conversation, so you want to capitalize on it. The third thing is you've maximized your opportunity to get exposure. Assume everything I just told you was completely going to blow up in your face. You shook the hand of the wrong person and they had a bad attitude that day, or their wife just left them and they're in a bad mood. And then when you ask for information, you know, they told you were too short, too fat, too skinny, whatever, for their program. At the end of the day, you can get back in that car, and whatever it cost you, $150, $200, whatever that event cost you, you can get back in that car and say, I maximize my time and my money for this event. So many high school athletes are just going through the motions. A lot of times you guys don't even know your results, which is a huge problem. So you want to make sure you get all that information, all that data, all those connections. Ask coaches for business cards. Can I put you down as a reference? Make connections with the people who are buying what you're trying to sell. Hopefully you guys enjoy this information on this video, and as always, remember, coaching is an action, not a position.